Did you conduct the interview?
No, I need to find a person.
I do.
There you go. Healthy NewsWorks is a student-based newspaper that's focused on health issues. That could be nutrition, that could be sports, it could be a huge variety of topics, but our newspaper has to have a health slant.
And it's a highly interactive program where I think the kids can work independently, they learn to collaborate as a team, and I think they use a lot of higher level thinking skills. And it's project-based learning, which is also really important for 21st century.
In our district, Norristown Area School District, we have seen the Healthy Times program grow to include more buildings in the district, more schools, elementary schools and middle schools. And then when you think about Philadelphia and some of the other school districts who have the same kind of program, although they may be different in some ways, but basically running a Healthy NewsWorks program, I just think it's awesome, number one, because of the success that we have, how it benefits the children, how it really raises awareness about health and nutrition and safety issues.
So the students brainstorm ideas. It's entirely student-generated, what they're interested in writing. They develop questions, they decide who they're going to interview, schedule appointments for the interviews, conduct them, and write the articles. We need that. And the Uggs you turned in, right?
I think the students have learned an immense amount of confidence and poise and an ability to interview, to do presentations, to do research, to edit, learn how to write cartoons and illustrate things.
I've written a book review about Fever 1793, and basically in it I described part of the book, and then I researched some information about yellow fever.
I thought of an idea. Well, this was recent, but I thought maybe it would be good to do a flower drum contest for spring. And I did that, and it's coming out great. We have one of the brochures.
Sometimes during our meetings we do these taste tests, and basically we taste different foods and guess how many calories or which one has the fewer calories out of two different types of basically the same type of thing.
I hear them questioning things. They seem to really enjoy the experience, and I think it's been tremendous for them in improving their writing and interviewing skills.
What I like about the newspaper is when I interview people and I write and draw things for the newspaper.
I enjoy, I guess, writing and drawing, and basically interviewing people. That's what I like best.
I like writing and I want to pursue it as my career and stuff, and I like it because it's fun.
The pride that the students have is amazing.
I have seen the children's ability to write improve over time tremendously, as well as the children's, how shall I say, self-confidence.
They work very hard. They're so dedicated to their articles and their topics. And this year it's been really interesting to watch those students just grow and see their confidence grow.
I feel really proud of myself for doing a story on the newspaper and it gets published. It makes me feel good knowing that my paper was in the paper. I was really happy that I was able to get my picture published, just being like they liked it and they cared about it getting published.
One time I did this picture for the newspaper, and it was on the front page.
Well, it feels like really nice to know that you actually contributed to something, and then other people are getting to see that.
When my story gets published, I like seeing my name in print.
Last year we had a student who really didn't get involved with the group very much. He was a bit of a loner, and he would stay on the outskirts, and we would meet in the library, and often he would go wander in the shelves. He would pick a book and read the book and write an article, but he wasn't really into the group dynamic part. And we worked really hard with his article, and he was published. And at the end of the year when he saw that newspaper and I handed it to him, and he hadn't seen the rough draft of the paper, so he didn't know his article made the cut. And when he saw that and his face just lit up. He was so excited that he was a published author, and that made the whole year, the whole program just worthwhile to see his delight.
I think they've learned a lot about health, exercise, and nutrition. I think they bring that message home to their families.
I've learned, like, to be careful about the food I eat before I find out, like, what's inside of it. And I learned about ways to treat your body and ways to not treat your body.
I've learned from one of my stories about fact or fiction, I've learned a lot of things that really aren't true that have to do with health, like, for instance, chocolate causes acne. I learned that that isn't true at all.
I think that it's very needed because the communities today, as well as President Obama and Michelle Obama, are very interested in having students not be obese, not get, to get more exercise, to work out on a daily basis, and to have an awareness.
One of my very favorite stories is, this was right before Christmas, and I was sharing with the children what I did as a child before Christmas. I left milk and cookies and a note to Santa Claus, on Christmas Eve. And one little boy raised his hand and he said, and he was perfectly serious and meant exactly what he said, well, you could have left fruit and vegetables for Santa Claus instead of cookies. And I thought that was hysterical. But really to the point that, these children are learning about nutrition and learning more about being healthy as a result of our newspaper.